This is, introduce it again.
Sure. This is called End of Verse 23,194,973,137.
There you go.
A short, linear visual novel.
Yeah.
I have no idea how we should pronounce the main character's name.
Okay.
Vouxeine?
Vouxeine. Oh, yeah,
Or
in the Vouxeine. Vouxeine? No, it'd be
Vouxeine.
Vouxeine, maybe? But we have not ever seen anything of it.
Yeah.
I can move it over more, actually.
Oh,
because it is square, so we're even less over it.
It's kind of square, yeah. I don't think there will be any keyboard. But I have the mouse.
You have the mouse. Start.
Dots.
Dots? Do I click or enter? Okay. Without time or place?
Just whispering. That's interesting.
Oh, wait, shit. Hold on. I'm going to remove the banner so we don't have any problems of it being in the way. Okay.
This is like this whispering you normally hear in a horror game.
ASMR.
Did you want to read or should I read?
You're clicking, I'll read. Here and now forever, but not yet everything. You stand and stare. The breath of infinity, in pursuit of one and nothing else. An effort that defines you. The heat cannot destroy. The cold cannot numb. Work in flow verse. You are everywhere. Without recognition, without coalition, without flaw, you persist. When one yields and subsequently breaks, there will remain only one truth. The power of God is absolute. Verse. You said it once before. You go again.
23,194,973,137. And
Once.
they put a 1 at the end, like they've saved it. Multiple files with that name.
You can be this person.
Dots. Now, on to some prose. Time to wander some and explore the substance of thoughts. Let us go over the basics. There's a lot of stage setting to be done.
I like them. This is giving Ruby Quest vibes.
I see why you say that, but that's just because it's simple line art.
Paint, so.
How are we pronouncing? I'm saying Vouxeine, even though that's probably
Definitely
incorrect.
Went down my shirt. And Dragon Rana, thank you for 15 streams of streaking. I appreciate you, but get some clothes on. I know it's Pride Month, but...
Vouxeine. I'm saying Vouxeine.
Okay.
A poet, immortal. My great ideal in life is to create every poem ever. Or perhaps to create a single poem that encompasses the entirety of poetry. No matter, the result will be the same in the end. Everything is made of poetry. My spoken words and thoughts, my actions and the symbols that comprise them, my beliefs, my desires, my dreams, my nature, all of it poetry. And much the same applies to you. To, well, everything. But who are you?
Caterpillar.
It does not matter. You are the reader, the listener, the observer of my poetry. You could be a person, or a stone, or a star, or a molecular speck of dust suspended in the great waiting pool of space, or time itself, or the universe in its entirety. You could be me listening to myself think, just as you could be anyone else. It does not matter. Without you, I am nothing. Without you, there is nothing. Without you to recognize it, there is no poetry. And so you, dear reader, must exist. I apologize.
Damn.
Someone must observe this poem and its tale. Let us get back to the matter at hand. As mentioned prior, I am an immortal. A regenerative immortal, to be precise. I can essentially only die if I will myself to it. Even from a single remaining cell, I would capably, well, regenerate right back otherwise. I'm arguably one of the most resilient types of immortal. An example of that resilience. At one point, I threw myself into a deep crimson supergiant star for some experiential inspiration.
Outer Wilds flashback. War flashbacks.
I just did that last night.
Alright.
I stayed there until it burnt out and went cold. The endeavor paid dividends, by the by. I am quite proud of many of the verses I discovered during my tenure inside a star. Anyhow, my current situation has much to do with another immortal, Impolice. Impolice?
That's what I would say.
Alas, I have many concerns with them. They have something of a nasty disposition. Well, had, rather. They went to great lengths to agitate and provoke those around them as much as possible. Countless fruitless attempts were made on their boundless life. In addition, they tried very hard to become necessary to those they associated with. They would often go to great lengths to find or help with important things for other immortals, thus indebting those others to them. These debts were to be paid off in heinous, I think, and cruel ways. Luckily, these were often impossible for Impolice themselves to enforce. Naturally, as immortals, we could all just put off those debts indefinitely, and so we did. Thus it became a non-issue, unless something very rare happened to Impolice. This was, of course, all part of Impolice's schemes. Oh, Impolice. If I were to speculate over what their particular ideal would be, it might be to try and bring as much suffering into the world as possible.
Pigs.
Although upon some reflection, it is more likely that that is merely a byproduct of a more fundamental ideal. Such things are often the case for us immortals. And then, of course,
There's a lot of reading for River, my bad.
something very rare and terribly unfortunate happened. Impolice attained godhood. In other words, they became God. A fundamental aspect of the universe.
Hashtag goals.
Existence itself, perhaps? All of a sudden, Impolice's debts were mandated by reality itself. They had to be paid. They were fated to be paid in full. I owe a debt to Impolice, and I must repay that debt by doing something considered to be very taboo.
Alright. Well, everyone needs a hobby.
The Immortal Society is hard to describe. Essentially, it is the de facto governing body for immortals. As an immortal, you are looked after by the Immortal Society, and subsequently expected to follow its reasonable tenets. Very few immortals have ever refused to participate in the Immortal Society. It doesn't take any immediate action to participate, after all. One of the most important tenets of the IS, and thus immortals in their entirety, is as follows. Intentional and/or repeated contact with mortal beings is strictly forbidden. There are a number of important reasons for this, and so it remains readily accepted for immortals everywhere. We refuse to contact mortal beings out of a sort of self-preservation. The Immortal Society has been around for a very long time. The vast majority of the time immortals have even existed at this point. It was created at least hundreds of billions of years ago, by a close associate of a group of some of the first immortals known as the Vulcan family.
Star Trek.
Ginny was the one who created it, as well as the first member of it to attain godhood. They did so expressly to make Oops.
Wall.
There we go.
Oh, nice.
To make existing a little easier for immortals and to enforce the IS's tenets, allegedly at least. No one knows for sure if Ginny's godhood actually keeps people in line, or in what ways enforcement could even be feasible.
Do you want to save just in case?
I mean, I guess
I don't know if there's, anybody else that's going to talk.
I don't know. It
So
may
if
just
you,
be me talking.
want to switch off at any point. I just figured I'd read the poems, you read the dialogue, but it's been nothing but dialogue, so...
If you go against a tenant, It may be fated that you suffer henceforth, or it may be some kind of karmic system that you may have just tipped the scales on, or nothing might happen at all. What matters is that people take the IS tenets very seriously, be it superstition or palpable divine intervention. Tenets keep us alive. The power of God is absolute. But I digress.
For someone who's meant to be writing every poem in existence, they do have a long time to natter. Then again, they are immortal. It's true.
I mean...
As long as it doesn't go into Twilight. No, I think it's more abstract. Or like building their own religion, world.
It's a lot of
beings.
world building
Yeah.
up front.
Yeah.
Which I didn't anticipate.
Yeah.
I was expecting a bit more of an existential kind of a thing going on here.
I mean, it still might be. But...
I mean... As the means to pay off my debt to Impolice, I must make a contract with a mortal. I must grant this mortal one wish or request she has of me, unconditionally.
Do you think that's a nose or a mouth?
I think that's a mouth.
Because, yeah, I was like, but then
Yeah.
I'm like, is it more like... Anyway.
I definitely see a mouth there.
Okay. All right.
Meh. But I could see you're saying that's nose, and then
It could be. And then
They're
just looking
looking
down.
down.
Yeah. Or like more downturned. But it could be mouth.
you could definitely interpret
I
it
saw
either
mouth
way.
first, but I was curious.
Her name is Saturnine. Saturnine? Saturnine.
Oh, it is Saturnine. Yeah.
I know nothing else about her. As a result, I have no real grasp on what the nature of this request of hers might be. That's bad. That's very bad. That's dangerous. That fills me with an anxiety like no other. So much could go wrong. It could jeopardize my ideal. It could all turn to naught.
I guess it'd be Saturnine. If she talks.
I would assume so. So I need to steel myself. I must look over what the request could be, and prepare for every possibility that could ruin me.
Tali.
Ah.
Brown.
Impolice had to make contact with Saturnine themselves at least once before attaining godhood in order to make
Hi,
this setup
Tali.
possible. In fact, I and many others knew that Impolice had done such a thing. They made it very clear in the time before they attained godhood, probably to further embarrass any future debtors. Even so, it was unlikely that the two of them were close.
Tali keeps meowing, so I don't know if chat can hear that.
It is difficult to predict what kind of chemistry Impolice could have with a mortal. Knowing Impolice, Saturnine will probably be terrible news for me. Lead me to a fate far worse than suicide, perhaps even worse than the death of my ideal. So I must think of the worst of these fates and accept them in case they come true.
That in itself is anxiety. Thinking of every possible outcome so that way you're not surprised by an outcome.
Knowing Saturnine is mortal, it may be likely that her request for an immortal being would be one of two things: to turn me into her own legacy incarnate, or to cut me down out of spite for my immortality. There are lots of ways that both of these could manifest, but I suspect that only after considering a few particular examples I could find the resolve to accept them. For one, I may be tasked to facilitate and ensure the eternal continuation of some mortal
I can
civilization.
click while you play stick with Tali and read. Multitasking here. Alright. Oh, did you read that?
I did. Blasphemy among mortals aside, that
Immortals.
much... Immortals aside, that much is fine. It would hardly even impede progress toward my ideal. The society that descends from me in that way would speak my prose for me. It feels corrupt and underhanded, but what does that matter if I am forced into it regardless? I may instead be asked to sacrifice myself or commit prolonged suicide for the sake of some ideal of hers. I believe I would equate such an experience with suicide in almost every regard. Hardly a fate worth worrying about. Perhaps I may be asked to serve as a tool for some other ideal, given a disparate purpose from my own, as an act of eternal defamation. What is there to stop that ideal, too, from being poetry in and of itself? I have my reservations about someone else being able to figure out a fault in my ideal faster than I could myself. But there is a variation on that premise that would render it far more dire. What if I were to be explicitly rendered as a tool without ideal, without a particular purpose? What would separate me from all those other aimless immortals, killing themselves in droves, meanwhile I find myself incapable of doing the same? What pathetic things would I even be forced to do then? And would it matter to me enough to abate the settling in of scale at what I would have to endure? In such a scenario, I can only think to do one thing. Resolve myself to a life squandered, expressing nothing but spite. My final poem, then, a death throe of ceaseless anguish and disgust for existence, until my collapsing heart turns to dust. I would be as close as ever to resembling Impolice at that point, but I don't care. Impolice is no longer here in person to point and laugh. I suspect they wouldn't care now, either. I won't let them have this one.
I was pretty sure I had to sneeze again, which is why I waited. Thank you for the
I
bless
figured.
yous.
In all that time spent meandering, stage setting, reminiscing, the present moment has arrived. No time remains for flowery prose or extraneous verse. From here, I will do my best to narrate as though a third party.
Is that not what?
Yeah, seriously. In a word, Kairos.
I played a game called that. I don't wonder what the word means. I don't remember.
And that was the thing in 14.
I think I'm 14.
That was Hermes' memory deletion system. And
I mean, spoilers, but
you've already played that.
not for me. I meant for anyone that's here that
You played
hasn't
Endwalker on stream.
I mean, yeah, but
It's a free game.
not necessarily everyone's seen it. Anyway.
I think it means memory. If I remember
I mean, that
correctly.
makes sense.
Sorry. Vouxeine approaches the appointed location. Over the horizon line, a shape appears. It grows into the shape of Saturnine. The sky crackles around Vouxeine, heart tempered and still.
Thought I heard like an animal
The two
noise
of them
in the background.
meet.
In the game.
Yeah, I thought so too. Or a door, maybe. Vouxeine gently shatters the silence. Greetings.
Ah, so you're the one I'm supposed to meet here.
A smile streaks across Saturnine's face. It churns Vouxine's guts. Yes, I am the immortal you are to make a contract with. The two of them exchange introductions.
Oh no, wrong hands.
Ah, so your name is Vouxeine. It's a beautiful name. And police was so kind to grant me a partner like you.
I don't know what face that is. A perceived warmth radiates from Saturnine that makes Vouxeine uncomfortable at best. Yes, thank you. So your request. What is it you want from me?
Ah, why the hurry? I thought you lived forever after all,
Saturnine is quick to fill in the pause left in the wake of her statement.
Before I make the big request, I'd just like to get to know you a little is all. I have questions that would influence my request. Is that okay?
Fine, what would you like to know? Vouxeine continues to put up their guard. They refuse to succumb to manipulation in such a pathetic situation.
Damn.
What is your gender?
Love the eyes.
What? Immortals don't have those.
This isn't the big request, so you can refuse, but can you be a girl for me?
Vouxeine is dumbfounded. A supplementary request before the actual request has even been established? And over something so irrelevant to any clear endpoints of degradation or subservience. This is ridiculous. This is outrageous. Whatever. It does not matter in the slightest. Sure, whatever. Saturnine grins wide at the response. She gestures wildly in excitement.
How old is Saturnine?
Vouxeine keeps her distance and merely watches.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
The disconnect between tones in this interaction is only adding to Vouxine's mounting anxiety. You're welcome. Now, can we get to the real matter at hand already? Vouxeine is starting to buckle under the pressure of so much time without any knowledge of her future. Or rather, she has already buckled and is merely coming undone.
Fine.
The weight is beginning to get unbearable. Her endless life hangs in the balance. Hurry up and end it all, ready? Hurry up and spout some disgusting, filthy trash so that I can give up my ideal and my existence in every capacity, leaving only numb hatred behind.
It's just, why are they so angsty? I don't know. They said they can be a girl, but it doesn't feel like they choose
Well, the
to be.
narration changed genders.
Oh, did it?
Pronouns.
My request is...
Oops. I just clicked off game.
Do me in police.
I thought she was
Just make it
saying that.
quick.
I thought Saturnine was saying that. I was like,
Hi, McCory.
I'm a core.
Every immortal would react this way. Are you sure about that? This is a jeopardy and a fear that runs marrow deep for every last immortal alive. Impending ideological death. Get it over with. Go ahead and ruin the beauty extant in all things.
Can you let
Take
her?
the words away.
Damn.
Take away the reader. Take away the poetry. Leave nothing. Leave nothing left already. What will it be?
Yeah.
How will I go?
Me after I can't make a grilled cheese.
Love.
Okay.
What?
That's not a request. That's just a statement
What?
or feeling.
What? 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 What?
How long
Huh?
does this go on for?
That...
Oh, there we go.
That's such a limited request. Why would anyone want that compared to anything else? It's not even something unique to immortals' abilities. I can't predict how this could possibly affect me or my ideal. This is bad. This is very bad. This is dangerous and completely inconceivable.
Inconceivable.
Why love? Why? Why love? This has to be some sick ploy. There are ways love can be twisted. Yes, that must be it. She's going to try to twist this love of hers in the most devastating way possible. It won't even cut that deep. I don't intend on ever getting attached to her.
Hello? Vouxeine?
Fine, let us see what happens when I try to twist things first. Love? Are you kidding? Love? How could I ever love you?
Damn.
You'll die millennia before I even start to see you as a person. What a way to squander your one request for an eternal being. Ah, wait. This too could be seen as love by some.
And in which case you should go to therapy.
I need to go further. How is this for love, you worthless filth?
Damn.
I sure hope you're a masochist. Even if by some God-given miracle I am forced to come around. Know here and now that I will be forever in your service as the one who detests your pitiful existence most. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know either.
Vouxeine catches her breath. No divine punishment yet. It's a start. Saturnine seems quiet. Good. Then I can get the message across. Saturnine approaches Vouxeine.
Boundaries. Aww.
And embraces her.
You're mistaken. When I requested love, I meant to provide it. You are to be with me and be loved by me. And although this contract has no such requirement, it'd be nice if you could come to reciprocate. That is all I request of you, Vouxeine.
I don't know how I feel about that, because it sounds like the request is required. Like there's like a power dynamic here of the human, but I don't know.
I don't know.
No.
Saturnine just stays there, clinging to Vouxeine, after saying this.
Hi, Dawn. Hello.
Hello.
Swaggy as fuck just heard an immortal having an angry internet comment styled rant, and they just went wrong. LOL. Yeah. Yeah.
The longest singular moment Vouxeine has ever lived through passes. She can hardly find the words. Her mind races to grasp at the implications. Some sort of grounding connection. Anything at all. It would take a mortal being with the same sort of insanity that immortals possess to make a request like this. Just giving away a lifelong bond, on a whim at that, to someone as undeserving as me. It doesn't make sense. My ideal is a completely solitary pursuit. Saturnine herself could never be poetry incarnate. She is not what I strive for. So why, then? Why? 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 Why?
Why?
Why? Why?
Because you wouldn't receive it otherwise. I want to give you love for that reason. That's all I want to do.
You see your turn?
Huh?
No, I was singing Giant Woman.
Oh my god, stop. I've never met even an immortal who behaves like this. Surely nothing like this could have possibly come from making the mistake of interacting with the thorny and antisocial Impolice. Impolice didn't set you up to do this, did they?
No, not in particular. And police is someone who would turn out to be a great influence on my life, either positive or negative.
To be so gentle even now. She's so accommodating.
I played it safe and made it sound like I had strong ambitions without saying anything specific. And that was enough for them. It seemed like we viewed each other the same way in retrospect. So yeah, in police becoming some all-powerful being, and in meeting you, I can safely say that their influence on my life is positive.
I don't understand. I don't understand you. How? How can you even say something like that after I lashed out at you on purpose?
Hey, Vouxeine. Doesn't every immortal have some specific infinite goal they choose for themselves?
The change of topic snaps Vouxeine out of her extended disbelief. Somewhat. Well, not all of them, but all the ones with a shot at actually lasting forever do.
What's yours?
Even now, every answer feels like a huge gamble. It doesn't matter. I want to believe this is real. More than anything. Just let there be certainty ahead. Already, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Poetry. I aim to create every poem that could ever exist.
Huh. Wow. What a beautiful aspiration. Vouxeine, I want you to pursue that goal alongside my request. My contract shouldn't get in the way of that, right?
Vouxine's mind goes blank. The relief is immeasurable. This feeling alone could generate the next 100 billion years of poems. This feeling alone contains all of time's depth. Yes, that's wonderful. Impossibly so. If this feeling is so strong, what will come next? I have to find out. The poetry depends on it.
Good.
Kissing that mask so good.
Is it a mask?
I don't know.
Maybe the face just
Face.
does that. Saturnine kisses Vouxeine. After a moment, Vouxeine pulls away. I need a moment. some levity, some time to reflect and recover.
That's completely okay. Take your time.
Write some poetry. Started out rough, but
I don't know. I'm kind of into it.
Knew it.
No, I think it's interesting. I wonder if they're deliberately juxtaposing, like, Vouxeine is a wildly unreliable narrator and has a massively, like, incorrect perspective on their own life and on others.
And the world as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, just like the being mean and then like Saturnine just being like, that's okay. And it's like, Saturnine, are you okay? Do you need therapy? And also the can you be a girl for me feels weird as someone that obviously struggles with my own gender and being non-binary is like
I'm pretty
someone
sure
asking to be a gender. It's more that they haven't thought about it, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think it's meant to be read more as like you're being given permission to do something that you already like.
Yeah, but
I can see your discomfort with it.
Because Vouxeine never gave a hint.
Yeah.
I guess she at this moment feels that way, which at that point I would think if there was hints along the way and then Saturnine kind of giving permission to do that would have came across different to me. But it's the fact that literally Vouxine's just like, none of us have gender. What do you mean? Like, never thought of it, didn't really care.
Yeah.
And then being like, can you be one for me is like, is being sent by big HRT to do this. Yeah, obviously.
Well, no, she was like,
immune to gay panic. It's true.
She was like, I don't care about, like, we don't have gender. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's
So,
more
like,
like they've never
sure,
thought about
whatever.
it. So she was
Yeah.
never really thinking about it. But it's just more of asking someone that when you just literally met them for 2 seconds is like,
I mean, yeah, that's just part
can
of
be weird, but that's just coming across as a comfort consent thing, which also like the power dynamic. She did say, I think Saturnine said you can say no or something, but
Yeah.
it was part of the request-ish.
I mean, that we just have to put up with the plot, I think.
No, I know. I was just saying my feelings about that specific moment now that we have a breath away from them talking. But it turned out more cute of like,
Yeah, I see what you mean.
obviously Vouxeine was worried about whatever human was going to keep her from writing poetry and the fact that she gets to also pursue her passions.
I'm pretty sure it's
good.
the way I flipped around to interpreting it is like she's like hella depressed, and so she's just focusing on like her
Get the job done.
chosen, like the job, the duty she
Yeah.
gave herself.
Yeah.
And maybe the other, I've forgotten, Paracine?
No, you fucked me up.
The one who ascended to
Yeah.
godhood and like she kept describing as a jerk, maybe actually wasn't like that, and that's just how she like perceived
Paracetamol. Yeah.
was
Yeah.
perceiving it because she's like so depressed and like
Yeah.
hates everybody.
Everything's like skewed.
But I think
Makes sense.
I don't know if we're meant to interpret it that way. That's just how I'm interpreting it because of my own history and biases.
Perspectives. Yeah. All right.
Dots.
Squiggles.
The critical moment has resolved itself in the most unanticipated of ways. It was clearly very intense for me. I apologize for my indiscretion with the narrative. Narration. But even then, that too is an important part of the story. No line on a poem can be skipped without detriment to the rest of it, now lacking that line. I want to indulge in it all now. Bye, Sooth. Take care.
Bye,
Thanks for
Sooth.
stopping in.
Thank you for hanging out with us. And thank you for the biddies. You take care of yourself. Have a good Friday night. Hell yeah.
I want to indulge in it all now. I want to receive love and fall apart completely while still remaining utterly intact. Truth be told, it was surprisingly easy to reciprocate. I love Saturnine too. I love her endlessly, just as I love poetry.
That was quick.
She is not poetry incarnate, but she is its grandest inspiration. I mean, I think you could assume if you want that
There's been
this has been a
time.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
She is infinite in every regard. She is everything to me now. Everything that could exist, and especially everything that couldn't. I suspect this will be a very fruitful blink of an eye to me. The time I will get to spend with Saturnine before she is inevitably and humbly taken is next to nothing within to my incalculable lifespan. But I will cherish every last instant of it regardless. I will indulge in her, and she will indulge in kind in me. My pursuit is hers now, and her pursuit mine. It is no longer merely my own solitary ideal. We live out our ideal in each and every moment. It is undeniably sublime. I love her so much. After she's gone, perhaps I will want her back. Perhaps I will find myself thinking only of her in her absence. Perhaps all my subsequent poems will all be only lamentations, eulogies, dedicated to her, and her alone. Perhaps it would be the best way to bring her along with me to the end of time itself. I would be glad to dedicate such beauty to her. I'm sure she would feel the same.
Fucking gremlin face.
Forgot that hat, man. If M Police were to see this now, as they were before attaining godhood, I would laugh in their furious face. So much for mass-producing misery. Although I must also thank them. It was their terrible death that gave way to this situation in the first place. The mischievous M Police, whose coy debts upon all those immortals around them may occasionally backfire into boons. It makes me wonder. It makes me wonder what M Police can see from where they are now. It makes me wonder if they can hear my thankfulness and accept it in kind. It might be presumptuous of me, but I suspect they may well approve of Saturnine and I. They might be as thankful and appreciative as I am. By now, I know for certain that the immortal I used to know as M Police is gone. They are something else entirely now. Still, it makes me wonder. More than anything else, it makes me wonder. How exactly will my short time with Saturnine play out?
Time sink, time void. Nothing, everything. How big or small. The folds of an instant. To be held for no reason, and to hold in return. To sit on stone half your age, and listen well all the same. For an instant you glimpse it, the price is hefty. A drive you cannot shake. A love that defines you. Crucial passage. A right to declare. Stumble upon wonder. You are alive again. Tenets define us. Ideals even more so. Striving as love for all things. The path to completion is fated.
That.
Didn't even try that time. The end.
The end.
Aww. We did it.
Huh. That was not what I was expecting.
Not what you were expecting. But cute.
Interesting.
Short. Yeah. And you might be right about the perspective. Like, I wonder if I'm police, like, maybe Vouxeine didn't really like M Police in the first place because maybe they were trying to, like, constantly get Vouxeine to, like, chill.
Yeah.
So then they were like, here's a human that'll make you chill once they were a god.
So, like, the description of them as someone who always tries to help the people around them and thus make them indebted to them.
Yeah.
That is, I mean, that's kind of both like just a normal human thing and also
Yeah.
a thing that, like, abusive people can do to, like,
Can.
ingratiate themselves.
Yeah, but
So I think
also
it's
just-
very ambiguous how we're supposed to, like, interpret it.
Yeah, like, is M Police ever...
Yeah.
Were they ever that way? Or is it just Vouxine's narration perspective? I don't know. For not having grilled cheese, yeah, obviously.
That was kind of cute.
Yeah, that was kind of cute. Yeah.
Yeah, not, like I said, not what I was expecting, but it made me think a little bit.
Yeah.
I like the art.
Yeah.
It's very effective.
does remind me so much of Ruby Quest. Not in a bad way, by any means. I like the Ruby Quest.
Yeah.
I know it's like, at least for Ruby Quest, it was for time's sake because they had to draw so much all
No,
the
I don't
time,
think the
but-
verse numbers are cipher. I think it's just implying that
BCAID,
in their-
IGCMG means anything.
in their very long, infinite life, they've written that many different poems.
Yeah.
I think is what's going on there.
Yeah. And I like the idea of like someone having positive change on you, especially when you didn't think they would per se. The intensity of a angel, is that what they are? Or immortal beings, I guess.
God, yeah.
Well, God sending them down, it reminds me
Yeah.
of like
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
angels are perceived as like the messengers of God, right? So it's kind of like a similar thing of like here
Yeah.
to help. But I feel like M Police definitely planned for Vouxeine to be the person and Saturnine for Saturnine's
Yeah.
request. Like it's very clearly planned based on
Yeah.
what we saw and read. But it's cute.
One could even interpret Impolice as the actual writer. And then Saturnine and Vouxeine are but the characters in the poem.
How?
Because they orchestrated it all.
Oh, but not like actually doing the writing.
No, metaphorical
Okay.
writer,
Yeah, got it.
creator, whatever.
Yes, set it up. Could I get a game link? Oh
yes.
yeah. Bible. of
Do the
First
command.
Word. The command. Hit him with the command.
Unfortunately, I looked at their itch, and they don't have anything else on itch.
But,
Yeah.
okay. But yeah, we're close to another break happening anyway. Also, Baron has decided it is time,
Oh, so we're gonna take a quick break.
so we'll take a quick break before
We'll take a
jumping
quick
into the
break.
next game. Bear. I'll show chat Bear if I can. Oh my god. Oh. My son. He's like, I don't wish to be here. Oh, maybe he does. He's laying now.
Yep.
A unit.
Unit.
Now he's laying. Oh. He's rubbing his face on my armchair.
So we'll take a
But
quick break.
We'll take a big break. I read Big Boy. We'll take a break and also look into what next we're going to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the link to it. And the YouTube video, whenever it goes up, it'll be down below. But yeah.
Yeah,
that
thank you.
That is end of verse. Oh, Bear.